since it's top of the hour, we'll start today in a comfortable seat, whatever that means for you, however you want to orient your legs. And we'll go through a couple of different breaths in today's class, at the beginning of class, to sort of set the tone for our movement practice. So finding that comfortable seat, finding that long spine, allowing the hands to just rest on the legs. And if it feels comfortable, you can close your eyes. If that feels uncomfortable for you, then you can just start to soften your gaze. Before we do anything together, just taking the first few moments to notice how you're feeling. And that could be physically, that could be mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Just taking stock. How are things right now for you? And the first breath we'll take together today will be our box breathing. We'll inhale for 3 to 4 counts, hold the breath, exhale, hold the breath. And each of those things will be about the same amount of time. You might hear kind of a little drum beat that I pat on my thighs to keep us in time. So take a moment, just find a natural breath in and a natural breath out. And we'll take 3 rounds of box breath. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Again, inhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Last time. Hold. Exhale. Hold. And just take a few natural breaths. Letting the breath flow in and out without holding the breath at all. Next breath we'll take is a bit of a heat-inducing breath. So that was more of a calming breath, kind of letting the nervous system settle down. And this next breath, called breath of fire or Kapalabhati breathing, is a way to start warming up the abdominal muscles, as well as starting to kind of build some heat in the body generally. And you can do this breath with your hand on your stomach or not. We'll breathe in through the nose, and then we'll take very fast, punchy exhales through the nose. So it almost sounds like, I don't know, we're spitting snot out of our nose. We're not. And the action of the body is the belly contracting. So while we hear the nose really punching the exhales, the action of the body is almost like you're doing really fast, seated abdominal crunches. So you're really just pulling your belly button in, and just starting to fire up those abdominal muscles. Okay, we'll take 1 round here for 30 seconds, and if you need to come out of the breath, if the pace is too fast, feel free to come out, take a natural breath or 2, and then come back in. Sitting up tall, breath in through the nose. And here we go, breaths out through the nose. And open mouth, exhale. Take a moment, find those natural breaths. And it's not uncommon to feel, I don't know, maybe a little lightheaded here. And so just letting yourself simmer on down. And the last breath we'll take is just getting into our Ujjayi breath, that Darth Vader breath where, like breath of fire, we'll use the nose to breathe in and breathe out, but instead of focusing only on the exhale, we'll find that balanced breath between inhale and exhale. Breathing in through the nose, closing the mouth. Breathing out through the nose. The action is in the throat. Inhale. Exhale. A few more on your own. If this breath feels good, this can be the breath you take for class. And if it doesn't feel very good or natural today, then just breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And start to find in your mind the intention that you want for this 45 minutes of practice. It might be something as simple as the word calm or peace. It might relate to kind of how you feel like you fit into things happening globally. It might relate to just how you're feeling internally or a relationship in your life. Taking just a few more breaths to settle into that intention. When you're ready to slowly open your eyes, and we'll start to move that body. If you want to hit play on the playlist, now is a great time. We'll make our way into down dog, tucking the toes, lifting the knees and the hips. And we'll start to pedal up through those knees one by one. Today's physical practice, our asana practice, is going to be hopefully feel pretty well balanced and well rounded. Opening up the body, building some strength as well. And then we'll start to just walk this dog forward. So as you bend one knee, you're also walking the feet forward one by one. Eventually you come to the top of the mat. Interlace the hands behind the head. Squeeze the elbows to the cheekbones. And just start to shake your torso out. And this could be a side-to-side sway. It could be a little front-to-back bounce. It could be circles. It could be stillness and just hanging. You have 2 more breaths here. Noticing how your low back feels, noticing how your hamstrings feel, bending the knees if you feel like there's too much tension in the back body. And then we'll keep the hands like they are. Everybody bend your knees a lot. Tuck your chin towards your chest and slowly roll up. There's no rush to get to stand. When you do arrive, open your elbows wide, push your hips forward, and lift your chest to the ceiling. Taking a moment in this really long front body opening. And then exhale, we'll dive right back down, curling into ourselves. Hands are still behind the head. This time, release the hands on the shins. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to plank. And start to shift that body weight forward and back a few times. Forward and back. And then start to move the hips left and right, finding some twists. And then final movement here. Keeping the legs fairly still. Inhale to bend at the knees, and then exhale to straighten the legs. And you could tap the knees all the way down to the floor or right above the floor. You're stacking the bones in your arms, shoulders over elbows, elbows over wrists. We have one more like this. And then inhale, down dog. Lift the right leg, bend the knee, open the hip. As you do, ground through both hands. Maybe bend your left knee a little bit. Take one more breath. Turn your right knee out as far to the right as you can. And then swing that right knee under the body. Between the hands, drop the left knee. Maybe untuck the toes. Reach your arms up. Just like we did in that forward fold, hands behind the head. This time, keep the elbows wide. Push the hips down and forward as you lift your chest up. Elbows wide, chest broad. Feeling that deep stretch, both in the left hip flexors, in the chest. One more breath here. And then we'll release left hand to the mat, right hand to the ceiling. Just take a few big arm circles with that right arm, going in both directions. And then bring that right hand inside of the right foot. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, spin the left heel down. Early warrior 2, lifting the torso up, grounding into the legs. Remember that your feet are perpendicular or relatively perpendicular to one another. Your chest is broad, facing the long side of your mat, so is your belly button. And then your arms extend from the front to the back of the mat. On the next inhale, straighten the front leg, reach the arms up. On an exhale, push the body down to warrior 2. Twice more, inhale, lift it up. Exhale, press it down. Last time, inhale, lift it up. Exhale, press it down. Keep the right knee bent, flip the right palm up, reach back, reverse warrior. We'll keep the body as it is and just let the left arm hover under the head, giving the waist a little more work to do. Exhale, bring yourself up to warrior two. Stay for the inhale, maybe get deeper into the legs. And then exhale, side angle, right arm rests on the right thigh, left arm extends. We're not bending at the elbow, we're reaching out through the fingertips. And then once again, we'll add a little waist strengthener. Right arm comes under the head like we're holding a ball. Exhale, lift yourself up. Parallel your arms. Inhale, warrior two. We'll turn the right toes to face the long side of the mat. Reach your arms up. Exhale, hands through prayer as you fold down. Keep your hands in prayer and come into that wide-legged forward fold. So we're not letting the hands touch the ground just yet. We have the knees bent if this feels too tight, again, in the hamstrings or the spine. Take one more breath in here. One more breath out. And then let the hands go and start to bend your right knee and your left knee, like you're doing side lunges on either side. And then we'll turn to face the back of the mat, runner's lunge. And all that means is we have the hands down, but the back knee and heel are up. Start to shift your body weight front and back. And we are facing the back side of the mat. Take one more round here. And then we'll lift up into high lunge. So think about squeezing your inner thighs towards the center of the mat, activating your belly as you lift your chest and arms up. Feeling the length in the back leg. Maybe there's space to scooch the back foot a little farther back. Take an inhale, reach the hands up, maybe tip the gaze up. And then exhale, left hand can just hang down. Right hand reaches to the left for a side bend. Take a deep breath in. Breath out, both hands to the mat. Right knee drops, left leg straightens, half splits. And today we'll all fold over that left leg. So in folding over this left leg, it really doesn't matter how far the fold is. Do think about lifting your toes off the ground. Pulling those toes towards that left hip. Hopefully you're feeling the stretch. I definitely am. Take one more breath here. And then rock the weight forward, both hands down. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, step the left foot to meet the right foot in plank. First vinyasa today. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Remember, you can do this on your knees. Inhale, whatever back bend you like. Cobra, up dog, sphinx. Exhale, we meet in down dog. Walk the feet as wide as the mat, but keep the toes forward. And then walk the hands back until you feel that your heels are completely on the ground. Hips are high, just let your head hang between your arms. We'll keep the left hand where it is, right arm will reach up. And then bring the right hand to the low back and just start to spin the right elbow up, up, up. Take a breath in. Breath out, right hand comes down. Left hand lifts up. Keep the feet rooted, rooted, rooted. Left hand to the low back. Spin the left elbow up, spin the chest up. Bring the left hand back down. Heel to those feet under the body. Bend the knees just like we did before, except the hands are hanging. Roll yourself up. This time when you get up, reach up, look up. And then bring the hands by the sides, palms forward. Still facing the back of the mat. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold your torso over your legs. Inhale, half lift, hands on shins. Exhale, walk out, down dog. So we're coming into the left side of that flow. Left leg lifts, bend the knee, open the hip. Once again, root through both hands. Maybe bend the right knee if you feel like that's more supported, and open that left knee out to the left a lot. Groin stretch. Step the left foot through. Drop the right knee. Maybe untuck the toes, reach your arms up. Take your hands behind your head, elbows wide. Once again, we'll get into that hip flexor stretch for the back hip. That chest opener. Finding your breath here. Bring your right hand to the mat, left hand to the ceiling. Finding that easy twist with some arm circles. So moving that left arm both clockwise and counterclockwise. And then bring that left hand inside of the left foot. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, and spin the right foot down, warrior two, to the back of the mat. Remember, we want to face the front of the torso towards the long side of the mat, even though the left knee and toes are facing the short edge of the mat, and the pinky side of the right foot is facing the short edge of the mat. On an inhale, straighten the left leg, reach it up. On an exhale, push to warrior two. One more time, inhale, lift it up. Exhale, press it down. Keep the strength in the legs. Flip the left palm up. Reach towards the right leg. Keep everything the same. Just swim the right arm under the ear, like you're holding that ball. Use your waist strength. Lift up. Press the arms wide. Warrior two. Take an inhale. Exhale, side angle. Left arm on leg. Right arm overhead. How long can you get your arm and your right leg? And then let your left arm come under your head, holding that imaginary ball. Lifting yourself up, warrior two. Parallel your left toes to face the long side of the mat. This time, hands behind the back. You could clasp the fingers together or take a reverse prayer. Before we fold, push the hips forward, lift the chest. And then exhale, folding over. Once again, we'll keep the hands wherever they are behind the back, and just let the torso hang. Feeling the hips lift even if the knees are bent. Feeling the back long and wide. Take one more breath here. And then everything comes down. This time start to tip the weight into the balls of the feet and the heels of the feet, almost like you were going to fall forward and then fall back. And then we'll curl ourselves to the front of the mat. That runner's lunge. Start to shift that body weight forward and back. Forward and back a few times. And then quieting that movement. Again, thinking about the inner thighs pulling towards the midline of your mat. Feeling the legs turn on even more. Feeling the core turn on so that it's easier to lift up. You feel confident and steady in your legs. Maybe you wiggle that left foot back a little more. You lift the heel a little higher. Side bend to the right. Right arm can relax. Left arm reaches to the right. We're feeling that stretch all the way through that left side of the body. Take one more breath here. And then bring the hands down. Drop the left knee. Maybe untuck the toes. That half split fold with the right leg forward. Again, it's not necessarily about how far you're going into the fold, or even if this right leg is perfectly straight, but really helping yourself to feel more of a stretch by lifting the toes up and towards you. Take one more breath here. And then bring the weight forward. Hands down, step the feet together, plank, second vinyasa, inhale forward. Exhale halfway or all the way down. Inhale, finding the back bend that feels good today. And then exhale, down dog. This time, slightly different twist. We'll walk the feet again as wide as the mat. And we'll walk the hands back until the feet are flat, particularly the heels. Left hand is down, right arm is up. This time, thread the right arm under the left armpit. Like you're playing peekaboo under that left armpit. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, unwind. Right hand down, left arm up. Open twist into that closed twist. Grab anywhere on the outside of the right leg. Find that peekaboo sensation. 2 breaths here. Bring your left hand down, heel to the feet together. Bend the knees. Once again, we'll roll up, hanging the arms and head heavy. Reaching up, lifting the eyes, and then bringing the arms by the sides. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold the torso over the legs. Inhale, half lift. Walk yourself out, go through your vinyasa, your sun salutation, and just starting from the back of the mat instead of the front of the mat. And from the back of the mat, legs come together, heels lift high, knees bend, look between your thumbs, step where you feel ready to hop forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, this time long back, long legs, reach up. Exhale, arms come by the sides. Interlace the hands behind the back, or if you prefer, take that reverse namaskar, that reverse prayer. Inhale, lift your chest, push your hips forward, root your feet. And then exhale, release your arms, sit the hips back, that chair pose, that yoga squat. The variation today, we'll really think about pulling the front of the body to the back of the body, so taking out any back bend, minor or major, that might be happening. On the next inhale, heels lift. Focus your eyes on the ground, and exhale, start to bend your elbows out to 90 degrees or deeper. Take another inhale here. And then exhale, drop your heels, reach your arms up, lift your eyes up. One more time, hands behind the back, however you want that to be. Push the hands down, push the hips forward, lift the heart up. And then traditional chair, feet, hip distance or closer. Front of the body pulls towards the back of the body. Body is long. Lift the weight into the balls of the feet, heels rise. Bend the elbows to 90 degrees. Find a state of balance, even if your heels need to drop. From here, heels down, stand tall. Exhale, fold the torso over the legs. Inhale, half lift. Going through your vinyasa. Whenever you find down dog, pause there. We'll meet back up. Coming into our Surya Namaskar beat. We'll take a more traditional version than we usually do today. Right leg lifts, keep the hips square. Keep reaching that right heel up and back as you ground through both hands. Exhale, right knee and foot pull through. Left foot goes a little to the left, drop the left heel, reach your chest and arms up. Warrior one. So remember in Warrior one, sometimes our torso wants to come into Warrior two stance where it faces the long side of the mat. We want to think more lunge torso where it's facing the front of the mat. So to accommodate that in your legs, you might want to bring your right foot to the right edge of the mat and your left foot closer to the left edge because we do want both feet flat. Back foot is turned out ever so slightly so that instead of having a bent back knee, we're really driving the heel down and extending that thigh bone up. From here, reach the arms to the ceiling. And we'll stay for just 2 more breaths. If you have space and it feels okay, wiggle the right foot forward, bend that right knee even more. What is anchoring to the floor? What is lifting up to the ceiling? From here, bring your right foot in towards the middle of the mat. Lift your left heel. High lunge, head forward, arms back. You can keep the hands apart or bring them together in that prayer or that fist. You can stay in this power lunge like it sounds, a strong pose, or you can add the balance component, shifting forward, finding your Warrior three. They're both good, they're just different poses. Take 1 more breath here. And then we'll meet back in that high crescent lunge. Open out to Warrior two. Inhale, frame the head with the arms for that reverse warrior. And then exhale, keep the framing side angle. So your waist is having to do a little more work. 1 more time. Inhale, reverse your warrior with these arms. Exhale, side angle with these arms. From here, left hand to the hip. We don't have our block today for a reason. So if you feel like you need the ground, tap your fingers to the ground. If you want to try your half moon without the ground, you just want to shift your body weight forward, slide your back foot in, keep your chest facing the long side of the mat, and then push down to lift that left leg. If that left leg gets droopy and floppy, it's really hard to balance, right? So just as much as our standing leg is zipped up and long, so is our lifted leg. Foot is pushing towards an imaginary wall behind us. Maybe this top arm lifts. Take 1 more breath here. And then rebend the right knee, parallel the feet, reach up, look up. This time, heels and toes out, hands to prayer, goddess squat. Feel free to move this shape out as much as you need. Little bounces, little shifts, little sways. And then sink low, relax the shoulders down. Heels rise, arms lift, but stay with the hips down. Take 1 more breath here. And then drop the heels, hands to prayer, a little half goddess squat. So think about ribbons wrapping from the inner thigh to the outer thigh. So we're really opening out through the hips. We tip the hips back, Tip the chest forward for a half lift, goddess squat. Take a breath in. Breath out, left hand to the mat. Left heel to the ceiling, right arm up. Easy twist, more active than last time. Comes into side plank, pinky edge of the left foot. Maybe the big toe side of the right foot stacks. Maybe you modify the pose with the left knee down. Everybody inhale, reach your right arm overhead, get more length. And then exhale, plank pose, go through your vinyasa. Moving into that left side, coming into your down dog, and just taking stock of how the shape feels. We've been here a few times now already. Does it feel a little more open? Are there places where it still feels sticky at all? Inhale, left leg lifts. Once again, we'll focus on those square hips, lifting that left heel up and back. And then exhale, we bring the left foot between the hands. Then we maybe widen the left foot so we can drop the right heel and find that warrior one. Chest is forward like a lunge. Feet are different though. Back heel is down, but only slightly turned out. So that's really where we can help ourselves to think about the back leg. It's pretty straight and it's very strong. Front leg is just like lunge, just like warrior two. Toes are forward, knee is over ankle, leg is bent. When you're ready to reach your arms up. And we have our 2 breaths here. Moving into that crescent lunge. Wiggle your left foot. If you moved it to the left, more centered. Lift your right heel. We'll bring the head forward, arms back. Remember, any variation of arms back, you can stay in the strong power lunge. Or if you're looking for a balance, you can slide forward for warrior 3. Finding your breath, finding your balance, even if you have 2 feet on the ground. Take one more breath here. And we'll meet back, high lunge. Open out to your warrior 2, left leg forward. Find the orientation of the feet, left toes forward, right toes more towards the side of the mat. Bring your arms to frame your face, reach your torso to the back leg. Keep the arms, exhale, bring your torso over the front leg. One more time, inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Right hand to the hip. Again, coming into that half moon, that balance where your body is flipped on the side. Remember, if you need to, bring your fingertips down to the ground or even to a water bottle. But think about opening your chest to the side, the long side of the mat. If it feels okay, you lift that top arm up. You push out through the right foot. Take one more breath here. We gently land in warrior 2. Feet lift, chest lifts, arms lift. And then again, that goddess squat, heels in, toes out. This time a little different. Our skandasana will shift the weight into the right leg, drop the hips and straighten the left leg. In this shape, this stretch, it's really a turned out side lunge stretch. It looks different on different bodies. So some of us might have hips higher or lower. Some of us might need to lift the right heel, or some of us might drop the right heel. Just make sure your left knee and toes face the ceiling versus the long side of the mat. On the next exhale, we come to the other side. Getting there with the help of the hands if you need to. Taking one more breath. And then bringing yourself to the front of the mat. Easy twist, left hand down, left foot down, right hand down, left hand up. Opening out to your side plank. This time the left side of the body is stacked on top of the right. Any version of side plank with your legs. Start though to bring your left arm over your head. Take one more full breath. Make your way to plank and go through your vinyasa. We'll take about a 5 breath pause, and this is a nice time to find a restful pose if that's what you're looking for. It's a nice time to hydrate, to come back to your intention and your breath. And this also might be a time where if you're working on a pose that is a challenge pose for you, things like crow or even dolphin, inversions, other arm balances that you're welcome to use this time to play with those. But really respecting your energy level. There's some days where we come to practice and we really just want a more maybe restorative, relaxing practice. And other times we may become kind of gunning. We just want to move, move, move. We want to feel how strong we are with our breath. So kind of check in where you are in that spectrum right now. Take one more round of breath. All right, yogis, let's make our way to down dog again. We'll build onto that flow that we just had. We'll move a little more quickly through poses we've done, and we'll move more slowly through newer poses. Zip your legs together, lift your heels high, bend your knees, look forward. Step or that very light hop to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Long back, long arms, you stand it up. And then let the arms fall to the sides. Traditional chair. Remember, your feet are parallel no matter how close or far they are. This time we'll add a little twist. We'll go to the left first. Right arm back, left arm forward. Arms are out in that wide T. And even though my chest is spinning to the side, my knees aren't coming with me. So my knees and hips stay forward. And I'm really just finding, okay, what is my rotation today to the left? From here, weight in the balls of the feet, lift the heels. And then bring the hands to prayer. Drop the heels, sink the hips. If, like me, your feet are far apart, bring them as close together as you can. And then drop your torso down. Maybe hook your right elbow outside of your left for twisted chair. Just watch as you twist here that your right knee isn't really far in front of your left knee. If it is, pull the right knee back. Take one more full breath. And then come back to chair. Maybe you widen your feet a little bit. Twisted chair to the right. Right arm back, left arm forward. That open twist. It shouldn't feel as deep as the prayer twist. Weight in the balls of the feet, heels rise. Steady eyes. Keep everything the same. Hands to prayer. Drop the heels. Bring the feet as close together as you can. Chest lowers, left elbow maybe hooks outside of right thigh. Peek at your left knee. Adjust it back if needed. Keep spinning the right elbow up. Take one more breath. Bring your hands back to prayer. Center. Inhale, standing back bend. Chest lifts, elbows wing out. Exhale, fold over the body. Inhale, half lift. Plant the hands, go through your flow. From down dog, take a moment. Again, feel out this shape. Every time you come to it, it might feel ever so slightly different. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step through warrior one. Again, highly recommend if you need to, in order to square your chest, widen your feet. Back heel down, front heel down. From here, wiggle the feet towards the center of the mat. Lift the left heel. Head forward, arms back. Stay in power lunge or lift the left leg, warrior three. Exhale, high lunge. Open out, warrior two. Just one time, frame the head with the arms. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, left hand to the hip, look to the ground. Slide your body out and forward, half moon, breath in. Breath out, warrior two. Parallel your feet, reach up, look up. Exhale, goddess squat, hands to prayer. Knees out, toes out, heels in. Half lift, chest comes forward, parallel to the ground. This time adding on, inhale, heels rise. Keep the heels up, lift the chest up. Doozy, doozy, doozy. Drop the heels. Square to the front of the mat. Easy twist, right hand up. Side plank on the exhale, your version. Inhale, right arm overhead. This is where we add on. Exhale, right hand down, right leg lifts. Exhale, step through, crescent lunge. Left heel is up. Hands to prayer, tip the torso forward. We twist the left elbow outside of the right thigh. If this feels hard to balance, drop your back knee. It's an easy fix. Take one more breath here. And then right hand to the right hip. Left fingers in front of your right foot. Slide your body forward, lift your left leg. Hips stay square, push out through your left heel, spin your right elbow up, our revolved half moon. It's an odd feeling because the chest is twisting, the shoulders are twisting and opening, but the hips stay square. Take one more breath. And then re-square, hands down, left leg lifts, standing splits. Shake the head, forward and back, side to side. Get it super heavy, and then wrap your right hand around your right calf, and literally pull your chest and head towards your right leg. This is that tipping of the weight forward, and you should feel your left leg, even if it's a millimeter, lift a tiny bit higher. Exhale, let go, step the left foot back. Easy twist, one more time. Exhale, right hand down, step to plank, go through your flow. Once again, when you get to down dog, take your moment or two. Check in, notice your breath, notice the shape in the body. And here we go with that left leg, we'll lift it up. Step it through, warrior one. Remember to widen the feet as needed. Right heel down, left heel down. Take a moment, keep rooting through the right heel, and then adjust for high lunge. Head forward, arms back for power, or shift it into warrior three. Exhale, high lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Frame the head with the arms. Next, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, half moon, right hand to the hip. Slide it forward. Chest faces the long side of the mat. One breath. Then the left knee, step the right foot back, warrior two. Parallel the feet, reach up, look up. Exhale, toes out, heels in, skandasana. That side lunge stretch. Exhale, skandasana the other way. Inhale, easy twist. Left leg forward, left arm up. Open to your version of side plank. One breath, lift the left arm overhead. Left hand down, left leg lifts, three-legged. Step through, high lunge. Hands to prayer, tip forward. We're still on that left leg as the front leg. Twist it to the left. Remember, you can mod, adjust, and drop the back knee. Stay here, one more breath. Square yourself off. Reach your hands forward. Tip your weight forward, standing splits. Again, just to make sure your neck is not going into overdrive, move the head around. And then grab a hold of the left calf with the left hand. Pull your body towards your leg. You should feel your right leg lift again, even if it's just a smidge. Exhale, bend the left knee, step the right foot back, right hand down, left arm up, easy twist. Exhale, hand down, go through your flow. From down dog, we'll all meet here. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, right leg lifts. Bend the knee, open the hip. Exhale, slide through for half pigeon, figure four, or if you prefer double pigeon with the shins stacked, you can take that. If you're in half pigeon, you can fold forward, same with double. If you're in figure four, it's most comfortable to lie on your back. And we'll take 3 breaths. So coming out of our standing practice into a few finishing, deepening stretches. And I do realize we have that revolved half moon on the left side. So we'll get that in before we come into half pigeon on the left, I promise. Remembering that whether it's an active pose or a deep stretch like this, if it's hard for you to breathe deeply and evenly, that's a sign from your body that you're maybe doing too much. In yoga, we want to be able to breathe fully and deeply. Whatever the version of this hip opener is, we'll meet in down dog. So coming back to down dog in a way that feels safe, comfortable, organic perhaps for you. You might want to pedal out the legs. On the left side, we'll get in that revolved half moon before the half pigeon. Left leg lifts. Step the left foot through. Right fingers will reach in front of the left foot. Left hand will come to the hip. Slide your body weight forward, lift your right leg. Start to spin your left elbow up to the ceiling. Lift the right foot a little higher, take a breath in. And then breath out, gently lower down. Coming into your half pigeon, your supine 4, or your double pigeon. And relaxing into the shape that you chose. Again, doing those checks. Can I breathe? Am I forcing myself into a shape that feels really uncomfortable or painful? It's not worth it. I might probably need to adjust the shape, the angle. Once again, in whatever way it makes sense for you, we'll meet in down dog. We'll go through one last vinyasa and then taking our final back bends on our stomachs today. Find stillness in your down dog. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, halfway or all the way down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, hips high, down dog. This time, inhale forward to plank to lower all the way to the belly. Forehead to the mat, tops of the feet and toenails to the mat. Before you adjust your arms, lift your kneecaps. So you feel that your legs are active. Reach your arms by your sides, palms face up. Keep your feet on the ground for this first back bend, but lift your hands, your arms, your chest, your head. A variation of our cobra, a variation of our locust. Take an inhale, can you lift higher? Exhale, can you reach your hands farther back? Keeping your feet down. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, one cheek to the mat. Wiggle the hips and the knees. Allow your back to relax. Round 2. Now we're going to lift the feet with the hands. Still, push your toenails down and lift your kneecaps. So your legs are on, they're long, they're fired up. And then inhale, toes, feet, knees, hands, arms, chest, head. Breathe in, lift higher. Breathe out, stretch longer. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Exhale. Relax. One cheek to the mat. Wiggle the hips out. And final round of back bend. You can keep any of the arms or feet that we had, or you can add a little more by clasping the hands behind the back. Do zip your legs, do keep them straight. Inhale, locust, your version. 2 more breaths. Make sure that you're not craning your eyes up and really flexing that cervical spine. Keep the cervical spine neutral and long. And then let go, one cheek to the mat. And the knees, wiggle the hips. When you're ready to push back to child's pose. Knees wide, hips to heels. Take a breath in. Breath out. And from here, we'll walk the hands to the knees. Take the weight into one side or the other. Extend the legs long and come on to your back. You'll draw the knees into your chest and just allow your body to rock in whatever directions feel good. Allow your breath to just come into its natural state. And we'll finish up with one round of supine twist. Open the arms wide. You can drop your feet, bring your hips to the left so that your knees can fall to the right. Notice if your left shoulder lifted up really high. See if you can ground your left elbow, and then maybe your left shoulder follows. Full breath in. Full breath out. Full breath in. Exhale, come onto your back. Same thing, other side. Hips a little to the right, knees to the left. Notice what that right shoulder is doing. Find that sense of grounding. Come into your breath. Exhale, come onto the back. Allow your arms and legs to extend into your corpse pose or shavasana. Just allow yourself to be. I'll bring us out of shavasana momentarily. Just allowing yourself to settle here, to rest the body, the breath, the mind, the spirit. Deep, full inhale. Open the mouth, sigh it out. And slowly start to move the body in whatever ways feel good. Eventually stretching the body long, fingers and toes in opposite directions. When you're ready to roll onto your right or your left side, and take a moment to just check in with that intention from the beginning of class. It still feels relevant or right. That could be your intention for the remainder of the day or the week. If it feels like you want something different, need something new, taking a moment to find that. You're ready to bring yourself into a comfortable seat like we started. We'll end with 2 rounds of breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. You can relax your hands wherever it feels right for you today. Gently just bowing your chin in respect to yourself and for the other folks practicing with you. Full breath in. Complete breath out. Inhale. Exhale. The light and teacher in me sees and honors the light and teacher in you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.